Hello, viewers. I'm Simon Preston, and this is Reggae Boys Commentary. Final score from St. Michael's in Barbados, Jamaica 2, Barbados 2. So, at the end of the first half, Jamaica trailed by 2 goals to 0. The Bajans took the lead, the Bajan Tridents. They got through Rashad Jules, the 26-year-old. He got on the score sheet to make it 1-0. And shortly after, Zico Edme doubled their advantage before the halftime break, the 28-year-old striker, to give them a 2-0 lead going into the halftime break. In the second half, Jamaica had a penalty, and it was brilliantly saved by Barbados' goalkeeper, Kishmar Primus. The 19-year-old, dynamic individual, he's going to go places. I've been watching him for recently with the Barbados Defence Force, and it's clear about his technical ability. He's definitely going to go places, but he got an injury, and in many ways this was a silver lining for Jamaica, as the less agile but more experienced Jason Boxhill came onto the park. The 35-year-old Marvin Morgan scored his fourth international goal for Jamaica, beating Boxhill at his near post in the 79th minute, and this gave the Jamaicans some sort of momentum. There was handball into the box, penalty for Jamaica again. Peter Lee Vassell stepping up this time, the 20-year-old, and scoring his fourth international goal for Jamaica. And at the end of the day, Barbados 2, Jamaica 2, and for 2018, Jamaica extends their unbeaten run to 6 games. Can you believe that? 6 games for 2018. It's quite remarkable, isn't it? Something that we can speak a lot about. Even though we look at the year as a whole and we could say, well, we should have beaten Antigua and Barbuda at home. The South Korea game is something that we can take pride from. The 2-2 draw against players that played a part in the FIFA World Cup in Russia. I mean, you look at Kim Shin-wook that scored a brace against Jamaica. He was on that plane to Russia. And then we got the better of St. Kitts and Nevis 3-1. We beat Antigua and Barbuda 2-0. And we beat Grenada 5-1 quite recently, with Chevon Marsh scoring his second international goal for Jamaica. His first game against St. Kitts quite recently. So for Jamaica, it's twofold. The result is disappointing. The performance is also. Why? In the first half, Jamaica was using a long ball route, so Ladale Ritchie had to be sending the long ball and bypassing midfield. And what you see that was happening was that Barbados was winning aerially and out wide. So it was a big challenge for the Jamaicans. Second half, we played the ball on the ground. We pressed a little bit higher. Tevin Shaw came on the park. And when Tevin Shaw came on the park, you could see a little bit of an impetus from the Jamaican side of things. And the Jamaicans started to be a bit more comfortable on the ball, but our passing has to improve. It has to improve. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Friendlies are for experimenting, an opportunity to learn who is ready. Yes, I agree, Dwight. That is an opportunity, and it also shows which individuals should be part of our pool moving forward and which individuals are not called out for the national team right now. Simple as that. Long time. Draining says, who are the English-based players that will be invited for the friendly against Ecuador? Well, the names haven't been released as yet, but what the president of the Jamaica Football Federation, Mike Ricketts, has said, it's definitely going to be players from the USL, MLS, and Europe. So we can look forward to players from those 3 markets. Jadon Bennett, Vassell is great. Yes, absolutely an amazing talent. Cornwall College days, Jamaica Youth Team days. The first time I got a real glimpse of him was at the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship in 2015 in Honduras, under the leadership or tutelage of Andrew Edwards, and he impressed greatly. Absolutely fantastic talent. 4 goals for a 20-year-old. Luton Shelton had 4 at 19 for the Reggae Boys. Look at that. Look at that indeed. Sean Osborne, I think the playing surface has a big part of performance. The pitch was like ping pong table. That's an excellent point, Sean. It was artificial turf. It's not something that we're accustomed to on a daily basis, but it's something that we have to get accustomed to across the region. When we're going to play against Bonaire in the CONCACAF League of Nations, we're going to play on a similar sort of surface. In the near future, if we ever get the opportunity to play against St. Martin, the Dutch island, then we're going to also play on a similar surface. Cayman Islands, away from home, same thing as well. Even though we're going to play Cayman Islands at home in September, but just to come to show that we are going to have to get used to playing on these sorts of surfaces. It's cost effective for a lot of these federations, so we have to get used to it. Jadon Bennett says Vassell should go to Europe. I think in time, his opportunity will come. At Harbourview, he's learning his craft. He's growing. I think if you give him another 6 months in the Red Stripe Premier League or another season, I think he'll be ready for life in Europe. Perhaps he might have to start in Scandinavia first, though. Dwight Spence, goalkeeper J.D. White needs to be part of the national senior team. It's an interesting one, Dwight, because our goalkeeping pool is an intriguing one. You think about Andre Blake, Dwayne Miller, Amal Knight, Damien Hyatt. The goalkeeping pool is an intriguing one. Who do you invite to the pool? Who do you remove from the pool? So that's something that we'll have to bear a lot in mind. Draining says Errol Stevens needs to be recalled. Well, he's banging in the goals. And guess who else is banging in the goals? Nico Brett. And guess who else is banging in the goals? Brian Brown. And guess who else is banging in the goals? Michael Seaton. These players are on fire in the USL. On fire, literally. The pitch was a very good artificial turf surface. Yeah, in terms of aesthetically pleasing, it was good tonight. Jadon Bennett, how can we watch these matches live? I really would like to watch it. I found a stream online. Mark McCarthy, do you know what's up with Jamoy Topian Kareem Paris club football career? What the Rudolph Speed was saying is that both have attracted interest from clubs overseas, so they're monitoring the process from clubs in Sweden to be specific. So I'll wait to hear what will happen. Is Vassell eligible for the 2018 CONCACAF Under-20 tournament? Yes, he is, because Chevron Marsh was born after January 1st, 1999. He was born, well, actually, he's not actually. I'm thinking about Chandel Sr. Peter Lee Vassell was born February 1998, I think. Peter Lee Vassell, Cornwall College recently, so 1998, was it February 98? It was actually March 1999 that he was born in. So he is eligible for Jamaica's under-20 team. So look at this experience right here from the young man. Let's see what else you guys have been saying in the comments. So keep it flowing. I'll keep this up for another few minutes and round up with what is next to come for the senior national team moving forward with our pool. The players seem unprepared for the surface, slipping all over the place. Well, Oisin, fail to prepare? Well, if you fail to prepare, then prepare to fail. Hyatt need for step forward? Yes. Drainik Leon Bailey, a yes man, obviously listening to his father. Interesting. Not sure what to say about that one. Leon Bailey, he has to make up his own mind. Nobody else can make the decision for him to play for Jamaica. Dwight Spence, Nico Brett, ready boss. Yeah, he is. Nico Brett is ready. 13 goals in 21 games, don't lie. Andy McNally, big up yourself. Simon, respect. Andy. The player from Red Bulls, the striker I heard they were working on, has his passport. Is he okay to play with us now? Can't remember his name. His name is Bradley Wright Phillips. Bradley Wright Phillips, when Coach Schaefer was here, said that he wanted to concentrate on Major League Soccer and to establish himself in the first team. Don't think that he's a Tapa player though, because he's in the mid-30s and Tapa is more looking for players on the up of their career. Andrew Downey, where is Sean Laws, Decoy Williams, Ben Bow, etc. David Hyde not ready for this crop of players. Ben Bow is playing his trade at Mount Pleasant Academy. Mark McCarthy, should Jamaica call back Wes Morgan? Yes. I wouldn't say that I would have him for another World Cup qualifying cycle, but I'd definitely have him at another Gold Cup. Yeah, definitely. Even though he may not be a starting player, I would keep him as a squad player. Just imagine young defenders going to Wes Morgan for advice, learning his craft. What is it like to go week after week against the likes of Sergio Aguero, Harry Kane, Romelu Lukaku, Wayne Rooney when he was playing in the Premier League? Coming up against those sorts of strikers, winning the Premier League, being a captain, our players have a lot to learn from Wes Morgan. What else are you guys saying in the comments? Right, Spence, where's Robert Morrison training right now? Serie A in Italy with Lazio. Drinick, who do you think would be a good number 10 for us in the future to really hold on that spot? Rafael Morrison. Which club? Because he was not with Lazio for pre-season. He was actually with Lazio for the latter part of pre-season, but I think he's out of contract now. So we'll have to wait to see how that goes for him. But I understand that there was some interest for him in Central America. I know that there's some interest for him in Central America, but right now he's still on the books at Lazio and he's still on their payroll. He's still earning his 20,000 euros a week. So who can blame him? I hope Malik Foster keeps getting called up. Malik Foster just got a contract in Costa Rica, yes, with Alajuelense. Good club, loan deal. Let him get some experience of Central American soil. Ravel Morrison is 25, Draining. He was born 1993, so he's 25. Sir Alex Ferguson says he's the most talented player to ever come out of Manchester United's academy. Speaks volumes coming from the man that has witnessed hundreds of players come through the academy, even Paul Scholes, Paul Pogba, David Beckham, Gary Neville, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, Ravel Morrison is 25. Not young, but approaching the peak of his career. If he can settle down, get a good string of games together, then it can be good. So Drainik, even though these games are in August, I don't think that players from England, MLS or USL, coaches are apprehensive to release players at this time of the year. But in September, which is an official FIFA date, we should see our players from the UK, MLS, USL, Scandinavia. And Scandinavia, I'm talking about Damien Lowe to be specific. Eastern Europe, we have Deva Orga in Austria, the Austrian Bundesliga. So those are the individuals. At one point in time, we had Jamaicans playing on 6 of the 7 continents of the globe. Yeah. Only Antarctica we didn't have a player playing for. And Antarctica has, as you know, no league or team or country. It's just scientists together. There's more people in Jamaica than there is in Antarctica. Let's put it that way. Is Shamar Nicholson on the radar? Yes, he's in Tapas plans. 21 years of age, 5 goals in 15 games last season for MK Domjali. Started the season brightly as well. Played some games in the UEFA Europa League. Yeah, I'd still say he's on the books. Yeah, definitely. Andrew Downey says, can't wait to see the new Umbro kits. Yeah, looking forward to seeing that as well. Umbro. A lot of teams have had success in Umbro. So hopefully it can be like that as well. What's our squad to the Nations League? Strictly local or MLS and EU? The Nations League is going to be a squad mixture of local, MLS, USL, EPL. Well, not EPL, but UK, European-based players. But Big Man Ting went to Savannah Park and watched the Antigua game. And Malik Foster is the first local-based player that has impressed me in a long time. Alex Marshall looks like he left his best days at George's. He's going to have to step up for himself. He's 20 years of age, a young player. He's going to learn. He's going to improve. He's going to make mistakes. But when he makes those mistakes, he's going to have to learn to not make them again, but improve on them. So it's up for him to make a decision. Is he going to be a 1 year wonder, 2 year wonder, or is he going to be arguably one of the best players to don in the Reggae Boys shirts? He needs to step up. He needs to motivate himself. He needs to concentrate and put everything aside. That's what needs to be happening. So, what is next for the Reggae Boys? Where the senior team is concerned, September 7, Jamaica is going to play Ecuador in a friendly international in New York. Well, technically in New Jersey. And September 9th is the first game of the CONCACAF League of Nations. Jamaica is going to play the Cayman Islands at the National Stadium. In many ways, you could say a derby because Cayman Islands is just a 40-minute flight from here. So, in many ways, you could say a derby. But as we know, the biggest derby in the Caribbean is Jamaica against Trinidad and Tobago. Jamaica, Cuba is also a big derby as well. Jamaica, Cayman Islands, you could say, is another derby as well. They're going to bring fans over as well. Cayman Islands, they have a squad mixed with expats and local Caymanian players that are multi-sport as well. Their goalkeeper is also part of their cricket team and also a policeman as well. Their centre forward is a tradesman. So they have a squad of players that know how to grind out results. So we can't take them lightly at all. What else are you guys saying? Where locally can I purchase merchandise? Well, O'Shane, the merchandise is not for sale as yet. In September it will be though. Mark McCarthy, I almost said Mick McCarthy, the former Irish head coach back in the 2002 World Cup. Do you think JFF president should be sacked, and how has he handled the football? No, I wouldn't say he should be sacked. No. Has there been improvements made administratively and technically? Yes. Are there things that he can work on as well? Yeah. I mean, anybody is going to try to compare him with Burrell, but the man to follow Burrell is always going to be a difficult job. So I look at this as a period of transition for Jamaica's football. Should have taken up that scholarship and played college ball. RSPL develops no one. Hope I see Wayne Gordon back as well. Turtle. All Turtle has scored goals in a USL, you know? Yo, Turtle scored a free kick the other day, see? For San Antonio FC. Who did they play? Portland Timbers' second team. Score a free kick. Turtle man, I go on, man. And Turtle man is a member that has been a core player on the tap up. Owen Gordon, definitely somebody to keep a very close eye. Well, a lot of informed players all over the world just need some good scouting. What is the story with Javain Brown? The story with Javain Brown is that he has taken up a scholarship in the United States. I'm not sure the specific school, but I understand he has taken up a scholarship abroad. That's the Harvey player, Javain Brown. The JFF should hire you, Preston, travel with the team, provide professional fan-based coverage. Andrew Downey. Well, you know, Andrew, one thing I've learned in life, nothing happens before its time. And even Alkaline says everything in life takes place in time. Just have to be patient, you know, patient for your opportunities in life. You know, it's something that we need to keep abreast of Jamaican football, get behind the scenes, interview players. So it is what it is, you know. We have to just do what we have to do. In life, we just have to be patient and things will open up in time. I'm not concerned about that right now. That's not taking the force out of my mind. Let's just get some results for the national team. And doors will open up. Doors will open up for sure. Dranic, Simon, how can I join your team? My team? You make it seem like I have a football club. You know, man, a baller, you know. Yeah, man, I'm a big centre half, you know. You should see me play Saturday morning. Dwight Spence, University of South Florida. Thank you very much, Dwight. Much appreciated there. You said that our national players can't secure a work permit in England due to the country's FIFA ranking. That is an issue. We need to be consistently in the top 50 of our rankings over the next 24 months. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. How is your Jamaican dream team would look like? All right, this is going to be the last the last comment of the day. My Jamaican dream team, in an ideal world where there's rainbows and beautiful butterflies and everything is falling into place together, and I have things my way. Andre Blake, Adrian Mariappa. I'm talking current. Damian Lowe. Left back, Kemar Lawrence. Right back, Albus Powell. Holding midfield, Rohan Ince. Attacking midfield, so that'll be the guy behind the striker, Ravel Marson. On the left and on the right, Owen Gordon on one side, Gareth McClary on the other. Darren Mattox up top with... It's a tricky one. Who did I have Darren Mattox up with? Let's say Malik Foster for now. Yeah. Andrei Rowan Ince is a holding midfielder. He used to ply his trade with Brighton and Hove Albion. Now I believe he's playing in the English Championship. So I'm going to name you 5 guys in England who I would love to see part of our pool. Rowan Ince, Lewis McGugan, Andre Wisdom, that's 3, isn't it? I would like to see Jamar Loza introduced at some point in the future. Well, I guess that's 4. And in terms of players from the USL, Michael Seaton. Definitely. So, guys, thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. All your comments. We'll keep in touch. Don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary. Big matches in September. Big matches. Jamaica versus Ecuador on September 7th. Jamaica versus the Cayman Islands on September 9th. Take care. Respect. Big ups. Adios. Au revoir. Big up to the rest of the world. We know Jamaican fans from all over the world. So, thank you very much. So, let's make this dream a reality. Let's do this. Let's get behind the coach. And let's turn those 6-game unbeaten run to 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's get back to 53 like we did in 2001.